Bill, to use the term. You know, all the Green Arrows players, they used to say, just backdash.
Yep,
it's
just
easy.
backdash. That's right. You do it!
Yeah, you do it 5 times out of 5 times, and then I'll say it's easy. But until then, I don't know. But that's gone. That's by the by, and we are going to see Green Arrow against Deadshot. And that's a matchup that we saw at Vianality, actually. We saw Yamini versus Foxy Grandpa, where Foxy Grandpa made a 3-0 comeback after being down 2-0.
Yeah, it was insane. That was one of the matches of the tournament. Yamini, one of the heroes of the tournament, captured the hearts of everyone there. And we actually saw Yamini in that exact situation have something different. That man had a conversion there that was frightening. He would actually just up arrow into a back 3, into some pretty decent damage. And I just see Illusions there do something a little bit different. That's
yeah, after the air freeze arrow,
yep.
I've never seen that before in my entire life, and it looked like it wasn't going to work at all, but it definitely did.
And this is dead even right now as we have a zoning battle going on. Back to full screen, resetting the neutral. Full screen footsies are about to happen. And it's been Illusions getting a little antsy and with a lot of forward dashes, but paying off there with the meter roll. Gonna get some decent damage. 300 meterless, that's not a bad day at the office. Getting pushed back to full screen.
Ducky waking up with a low. He just woke up with back 1. I mean, that is a real read.
Time to pop.
That's a grown man read right there.
Ooh, and this is going to be good for Illusions. He's going to get some life. He's going to get a little bit of a knockdown, but whoa!
Ooh.
Ducky waking up with the perfect bounce shot, the perfect ricochet shot.
Sniped right out of the air. That was 360 no scope. This man's preparing for the next Call of Duty, World War II.
Oh, and that guaranteed pushback. Nice meter burn roll. I think Illusions has one more opportunity here if he wants to make this happen. He's got the corner. He should get some. Oh, I was gonna say should get some good damage, but of course the clash. Oh. So one more opportunity, but now he's going to need to get in. It's going to be tough. There is a meter for both players, but that meter might work out better for Ducky as he already used it to get some pushback. Oh, this could be big. This could be a lot of damage. It won't be enough to kill, but one more mix-up could make it happen.
Oh, right through the invisibility frames! Wasn't active enough. And that is chip out. There's nothing you can do. Going out. Game number 1. 70 health left on BlindDucky. So close.
And yet he still technically did not block that setup. So technically still unblockable. Just get out of there. Just knee right out of there. Don't even deal with it.
Luckily, all the arrows they just hit an abyss right there and just disappeared. And it was allowed Ducky to get that full screen, get the chip on the meter rifle, and Illusions goes down. BlindDucky has been really consistent lately here on War of the Gods. I've really been digging the switch from Harley to Deadshot and playing really well. This man was known as an immaculate spacer back in Injustice 1 when it came to zoning with Raven. And Injustice 2 played a little more rushdown oriented game with the Devora.
Yeah, and MKX, which is, I mean, it's such a weird change. I'll literally never understand that change. But, yeah, going back to more of his style in this game. So it's looking comfy for him. I also do think the fact that he's a huge Harley fan. He really, really loves Harley Quinn. And so I think the fact that he's able to play a character that he really likes. I mean, he loves Raven, too. Don't get me wrong. But I'm sure he's really happy that he gets to play Harley in this game. And she did get the buffs to make her a better zone.
Now has a hefty health lead. And in a zoning battle, that could make or break you because it forces aggressiveness. As we saw Illusions fall prey to and getting their 1, and even right there with the health lead tried to meet him rolling and make a big read and it did not pay off.
Yeah, and he lost a lot of life just trying to get that load because the blue trait was out. But I mean, he had such a life lead that he's really kind of holding on to it, even though he's making a lot of trades that aren't necessarily in his favor. Although, if he's going to keep doing it, it looks like he's getting a little bit closer and closer, although this is definitely going to change that. I'm surprised. Oh, never mind. I was going to say I'm surprised he allowed Ducky to break, but now that I look at their meter, I 100% understand why. That's going to put Ducky at a chip situation against these arrows. and
yeah,
there's nothing he can do.
He really could have done either one of two things, which was meter him back 3, meter him back 3, which would have done a hefty amount of damage, or do that and pretty much guaranteed the kill with some chip out. Another arrow goes wasted. Another one bites the dust.
Oh, these poor apples. I wonder if he's eating all these apples so he doesn't have to fight beat on, because, you know, they say an apple a day keeps the Dr. Fate away. Right?
Ooh, I like it. Nekomata on Twitter saying that last match looked like a Marvel vs. Capcom match with all those shenanigans on the screen. I absolutely agree. PL has 30,000 assists. Dr. Fate has a few assists of his own with those onks, and yeah, it was crazy.
That's true. There are so many just different things on the screen for those two characters alone. I mean, things floating around them and flying from the back of the screen and standing still and stopping moving and starting moving. I don't know, that's a wild matchup. But not so much this matchup. This matchup is definitely a projectile-based matchup.
Real early health lead going to Ducky. Ooh, bring back a little bit. These fire arrows win any trade. Oh, right there. It's actually dead even. 97 for 97 on the rifle.
Ooh, I think that was a bait for the wake up.
Because he did it away from the hitbox, away from the invisibility frames. He wanted to actually beat out that knee. That was actually incredibly smart from Illusions. Didn't work out because BlindDucky says, okay, I'm not going to wake up. That's the mix-up.
But the read was still good, of course. And I think he knew that Illusions might try to bait it this time, because if there's a situation that loses you a game, just like how that lost him the first game, a lot of times you kind of want to, in your own head, remedy that situation. You know, say like, well, okay, I lost the entire game because I wasn't able to bait that wake-up knee. I'm going to bait that knee next time. So then, you know, it becomes a little bit maybe readable that you would try to do it.
Ducky now gaining control of this match. Illusions has been eating lead this entire set so far, and not one ice arrow has worked for him. He clashes some bullets to try to get some health back. All three.
Illusions gonna get a lot back. He really doesn't need meter for too much in this matchup. That's gonna be the one big advantage he has in the zoning game, is if Ducky wants to really get that guaranteed chip, just like he's doing right now, or if he wants to win these trades a little bit harder, he's gonna have to use his meter. But Illusions, he gets to save it almost completely. There's like nothing in zoning that he can really use it for, except for something that I might like to see in this zoning matchup is the boxing area. That would be a great trade in his favor 100% of the time.
Yeah, just getting outzoned here is Illusions. Early on in Injustice 2, we saw the fire arrow be incredibly successful against Deadshot players that really just spam the straight shot. But as you see there, the more methodical zoning that's developed with Deadshot, a lot more mids, really check that fire arrow, able to shut it down, and then he has to worry about reloading it. That's the big thing. Is once he has to reload it, he puts some negative frames on the screen that can go punished by anywhere by Deadshot. And Illusions is back to the wall. Gonna go with another character here? And he goes with Catwoman!
Okay, I've never seen Illusions play Catwoman. Well, first of all, have you ever seen Illusions play Catwoman?
No, but if I were a betting man, I would say that he had a Catwoman going into this.
Yeah, no, I mean, I absolutely believe it, but I have to say, I think that this is an extremely good character for Illusions. Illusions, like I said earlier, he's always been good at neutral. He's been really good at opening people up just within that sort of mid-range, and the fact that Catwoman is a character that excels in that area, does a ton of damage, and then doesn't really get zoned out, I think that Illusions could be an amazing Catwoman.
Ooh. Big drop early on, but looks like he might have done that intentionally to do a corpse hop. Corpse hop didn't work out, but Illusions good health lead here. Catwoman, an amazing counter zoner. If she had armor on that cat dash, if only she had armor on that cat dash, would have had a good read right there.
Yeah, this matchup is another one of the zoning matchups that changed a lot. Essentially, anybody that has a really good low projectile, it's going to mean a lot. Wow, it breaks the armor on the meter burn back 3. You very rarely see that ever happen. I actually don't even remember the last time I've seen a Catwoman meter burn back 3 get broken.
And now that health lead is just gone, as Ducky, once he puts some full screen, full control with this zoning. This man is a spacing wizard right now.
Ooh, and that is a punish, but didn't have the meter to get the full conversion.
you were a skilled killer.
Just wearing it down.
No bar for either player. Illusion saving his meter. I think it's smart. He's now going to be able to get a much bigger conversion off a situation like this. And in fact, that's going to give him the corner carry. But the big fear here is going to be the fact that Deadshot now has those unblockable interactables to his back. And any sort of meter that he builds, in fact, he already has two, can be used to make it armored.
Very
we
good.
tried to see a whiff punish from Illusions, but he didn't quite do it in time. He has the life lead, but there's so much space for Ducky to walk back, he can't let him do it.
And even though they nerfed the recovery frames on that back 3, he still wasn't able to whip punish it with that back 1.
Look at all this chip. It's about half of his life already gone from chip, and no whip punish. Very hard to whip punish back 1 too, actually.
Wow, raw forward 3. What did we just witness here? And you cannot jump over that EX gun. It is too active. And BlindDucky takes 3-1, sending Illusions home for the night.
And what a way to end that. Just kind of like hit